Hello everybody, welcome back to Thieges StarCraft 2. Pretty much what I do here is I watch StarCraft 2, and you do too, because while I'm watching, you're watching, because this is on YouTube. Because it's YouTube, it's like a television website where you go to and the video, anyway, I could ramble on about that for like 5 more seconds, and you'd just be bored to tears, you'd stop watching, and I don't want you to stop watching, I want you to keep watching. Anyway, this is game 2 between GeterDone and Samus, my teammate. Again, I didn't get to cast this live, sorry, because I was busy playing my own games, the 2v2s, which we won, which I just thought I'd say again, because it's awesome. Anyway, GeterDone is not on my team, Samus is on my team, he is a Zerg player, he won the last game. Sorry. The Terran player won the last game. On something or other map. This is actually Shakura's Plateau because I know that for sure because this is the only map that I can recognize by name alone. That in Cloud Kingdom, but that's pretty much it. Maybe Tal'Darim Altar, but that's like how far my vocabulary goes as far as recognizing maps is concerned. Anyway, nice little walling going down for our Terran player. He is going to be sure that this drone cannot get in. Come on. No, see? He didn't get in. He actually, he's in, but he doesn't care that he's in. He's just attacking and stuff. What is he doing? Don't lose your drone, dude. Oh, he lost his drone. Shoot. So, I guess he knows that he has an opponent that has a barracks. But what else does he know? Absolutely nothing. Well, he knows where he is. I guess that's, well, he knows where he could be. I mean, really, your opponent really, he could just Maynard over here at the beginning of the game and start building that supply depot, and then you wouldn't even know the difference. Like, that would be so trippy. Like, you finally, like, build up your huge, just ginormous Zerg army, and then you, like, rush in here, and you, like, take down the wall, you're like, yeah! And then you run in, and you're like, oh! And then your Terran player drops you and you lose. Wouldn't that suck? I should try that on ladder sometime, but you'd have to get, actually, like, pretty lucky. And then what if they scout you anyway? Like, I scouted my Terran opponent being up here, but I'm gonna go scout down here anyway, just to be sure. But who does that, really? I mean, I wouldn't do that. Would you do that? Tell me in the comments down below if you think you would do that. All 5 people that'll watch this game throughout eternity. Anyway, natural expansion going down for Samus here at the 4-minute mark. Not a bad timing for an expansion. Right after his pool, so that's pretty cool. And now some Zerglings coming out. I mean drones. By Zerglings, I mean drones. When I say Zerglings, I sometimes mean drones. When they are actually drones. When they're not actually drones, I mean Zerglings. Unless they're roaches. Anyway, I could go on about that for another 30 seconds and bore the living crap out of you, so let's not do that. This queen almost done. Is there going to be a queen of the natural expansion? Yes! It seems that he started building that one a little bit before this one. Or not. Whatever. Does it really matter? No. Anyway, what's our Terran player doing? He is going for the same build, a factory after the barracks. But how is he going to get the reactor? Did he... This is probably the dilemma that, he was cooked up with for himself. Let's see what he's concentrating on. That Overlord. Is it just me, or did Blizzard increase the speed of that little camera flick motion? I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, back to everyone's view. Here's a nice little starport going down at the bottom here for our Terran player. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Let's see how well that works for him. I know that if I was a Zerg player, I'd probably fall for that pretty hardcore. With the Tech Lab, so this is going to be a Banshee play. And there's no Evo chamber going down for our Zerg player yet. And no layer started. I don't know why there would be a layer starting here at the 6-minute mark, though. And let's take a look at the income tab. Our Zerg player is a tad bit ahead of our Terran player. This Marine checking down here at the low ground, making sure there's no funny business going on in front of the main. And let's see how far we are along at this Banshee production here. Here's an Overlord willing to scout out the low ground here, so make sure there's no Banshees on the way. The first Banshee going down, and then there's a Cloak, which has some time left. 110 seconds to research Cloak, and then 60 seconds to build a Banshee. So if you start your Banshee production at the same time, by the time you have almost 2 Banshees, you will have Cloak. Here's an Overlord going down to make sure that he's not going to spot any creepy Banshee play, but there's this guy here anyway. And the first units from our Zerg player are now moving out, sans speed, to take out these tanks and this one Hellion, which they should be able to do quite handily. Because I'm pretty sure this is not a Blue Flame Hellion if he's getting Cloak. And we're going to see just how much damage these Banshees can do now that they've been spotted by our Zerg player, hopefully. And there's a Baneling Nest going down and a Roach Warren, none of which helps producing units that can shoot up. So we're going to see if this can lead to a fast demise of our Zerg player here, as all he has is this one Queen, but he's allowing the Banshee, our Terran player is allowing our Banshee to get a little bit distracted here instead of taking out drones. And here we go with a nice little counterattack from our Zerg player, gonna take out the natural expansion, which has just now gone down, but it may get canceled. There it goes, there's the cancel on that guy. This Hellion now is going to go down pretty quick. How's our Banshee doing? Pretty good now that it has this Marine. Oh, never mind. 2 Spine Crawlers is much greater than 4 Marines. I'm pretty sure that in order to take down 2 Spine Crawlers, you'll need at least 8 Marines. But, hey, who's counting? Lair now trying to go down, but it's under siege from 2 Banshees. And this little counterattack from our Zerg player, still not successful. Speed just now done for a Zerg player. And 1 Banshee going down. This Banshee still cannot be spotted, even though there is a Spore Clawler in production right now. Are there any more Banshees coming out of our Terran player? Yes. 2 more are in queue. And Spore. Ooh, Spore barely stays alive thanks to the help of that Queen there. Any more Spores going down? No, one just got started. Let's see if this Banshee spots it and tries to take it out. Yep. He does, and will the Queen try and respond to that? Probably not. There's that Spore. Wasn't cancelled, it was indeed taken out. Now being cloaked, but can be spotted by that Overseer. Let's see what these Zerglings are up to in the middle of the map now that we don't care about this Banshee anymore. They are gearing up for a nice little counterattack here. These Marines now main-ording down to the low ground right below the main. And just sort of kind of saying, hey, Banelings, let's die today. This is a pretty scary amount of Banelings. Ooh, almost 24. That's 20 Banelings. In other words, a whole frick ton of Banelings. Is he gonna make even more? It looks like he's gearing up to do so, but no, instead he's just gonna take out this SUV. And those Marines didn't stand a chance. And they put up the wall so that he can waste. Oh, that's a little bit more than 6 more Banelings though, but that is enough to take out everything, which is not protecting this main base. And this looks like it's gonna be GG for our Terran player. Man, what a counterattack. Just a whole bunch of Banelings. Too many Banshees from our Terran player, and there's the GG. Wow. Okay, well, hope you guys enjoyed it here. We're going to move on to Game 3 between Samus and GeterDone. Stick around.